Picture this: a high-stakes boardroom or a crowded social event. There's one person who is talking the loudest, laughing the hardest, and constantly checking their phone to show how busy they are. Then there's another person. They haven't said much. They move slowly. They listen with an intensity that feels like a physical weight. When they finally do speak, the entire room shifts its axis toward them. Who do you instinctively believe has more power? Who do you perceive as having the highest value? If you're like most people, you chose the second person. But why? High value isn't a performance. It's not about the logo on your shirt or the car you parked outside. High value is a frequency. It is a set of microsignals that tell the world your internal world is more stable than the external chaos. Most people are desperately leaking energy, trying to prove they belong. But the truly elite understand that the most potent form of authority is silent. Today, we're going to deconstruct the neurobiology and psychology behind the 6 silent habits that will instantly raise your value. If you stay until the end, I'm going to reveal a psychological firewall technique that ensures you never lose your power in a negotiation again.
Habit number 1: the power of being misunderstood. There is a frantic itch that most of us have. When someone thinks poorly of us or when a rumor circulates, our first instinct is to explain. We want to justify, clarify, and defend. We want to say, "No, that's not what I meant," or "You don't understand my side." But here is the cold, hard truth. The moment you begin over-explaining, you have handed over your power. Psychologically, over-explaining is often a fawn response, a trauma-based survival mechanism used to appease others. When you try to force someone to understand you, you are essentially saying, "Your opinion of me is more important than my own peace of mind." High-value individuals practice the gray rock method. They accept being misunderstood. They realize that their reputation is none of their business. If someone chooses to view you through a distorted lens, let them. When you stop defending yourself, you create a vacuum of mystery. You become an enigma. People who don't feel the need to be validated are perceived as being on a higher social plane. Silence in the face of judgment doesn't mean you're guilty. It means you are so secure in your reality that their perception doesn't even register as a threat. Habit number 2: mastering the tempo of power. In the animal kingdom, the predator moves with a different tempo than the prey. Prey is twitchy, reactive, and fast. Predators are slow, deliberate, and calm. Humans are no different. Most people live in a state of reaction. A notification pings, they jump. Someone cuts them off in traffic, they yell. A boss asks a difficult question, they stumble over their words to fill the silence. To instantly raise your value, you must master the 2-second rule. When someone speaks to you, especially if it's a challenge or an insult, wait 2 full seconds before you respond. In those 2 seconds, your brain moves from the amygdala, the lizard brain that wants to fight or flee, to the prefrontal cortex, the seat of executive function and logic. This pause communicates that you are the one in control of the interaction. You are not being moved by their energy. They are being absorbed by yours. Watch the most powerful actors, Cillian Murphy or Tom Hardy. They don't rush their lines. They use the silence between the words to build gravity. They command the space because they aren't afraid of the quiet. If you can stay calm while everyone else is panicking, you become the natural leader of the room by default.
Habit number 3: strategic scarcity and the deep work fortress. We live in a world of 24/7 accessibility. We are expected to respond to texts in seconds and emails in minutes. But if you are always available, you are by definition low value. Think about it. Water is free because it's everywhere. Diamonds are expensive because they are hard to find. If your time is available to anyone, for any reason, at any time, then your time is worth nothing. High-value individuals protect their time like a fortress. This isn't about playing games or being hard to get. It's about having a mission that is more important than your phone. There is a concept by Cal Newport called deep work. It's the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. When you stop responding instantly, you are signaling to the world that you are engaged in something meaningful. You are signaling that your goals take precedence over someone else's convenience. This creates a psychological scarcity effect. When you do finally show up, your presence carries more weight because it wasn't guaranteed. You aren't a convenience store, you're a high-end boutique. Act accordingly. Habit number 4, grounded body language. Your body is speaking long before your mouth opens. Most people have leaky body language. They fidget, they touch their necks, they shift their weight from side to side, or they do the head tilt, that slight leaning of the head to the side that subconsciously signals submission. These are all pacifying behaviors intended to lower tension, but they also lower your perceived status. To raise your value, you must practice stillness. High-value body language is grounded. Imagine there is a heavy chain connecting your feet to the center of the earth. Keep your head level. The level head position is a universal sign of authority. When you speak, minimize unnecessary gestures. Don't nod excessively to show you're listening. A single, slow nod is far more powerful. By eliminating the noise in your movement, you project a sense of internal stability. You look like someone who can handle a crisis because you are currently handling your own nervous system.
Habit number 5, selective presence and the power of speaking last. There is a reason why the most successful people are often the quietest in meetings. Simon Sinek often talks about the skill of being the last to speak. Most people want to be heard. They want to prove they're smart, so they jump in early. But by speaking last, you gain 2 massive advantages. First, you get to listen to everyone else's perspective, giving you all the data you need to make the best decision. Second, you create gravity. When you speak less, your words gain a higher exchange rate. If you talk all the time, people start to tune you out. If you rarely speak, people lean in when you do. This is social minimalism. It's the art of removing the fluff from your interactions. This applies to social media too. In an age of oversharing every meal and every thought, the person who remains private becomes infinitely more fascinating. You don't need to be everywhere to be important. In fact, being everywhere is usually a sign that you have nowhere important to be. Habit number 6, strategic detachment, the will to walk away. This is the most important habit of all. In every negotiation, whether it's for a salary, a business deal, or even in a relationship, the person with the most power is the one who is most prepared to walk away. In business, this is called the BATNA, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. If you don't have a BATNA, you aren't negotiating, you're begging. High-value people have an abundance mindset. They know their worth, and they know that if this specific opportunity or person doesn't recognize it, another one will. This isn't about being arrogant, it's about being detached. When you are willing to walk away from a deal that doesn't serve you or a relationship that diminishes you, you radiate a level of self-respect that is almost magnetic. People can sense when you are needy. Needing a job, needing a partner, or needing approval is the fastest way to lower your value. But when you are strategically detached, when you can say, "This is my price, let me know if it works for you," and truly mean it, the world often moves to meet your terms. Everything we've discussed today boils down to one thing: self-regulation. High value is not about controlling others, it is about having total control over yourself. It's about moving from a state of high frequency, low stability to low frequency, high stability.
As you go about your week, I want you to pick just one of these habits. Maybe it's the 2-second rule. Maybe it's stopping the urge to over-explain your choices to your friends or coworkers. Watch how the people around you react. You'll notice that as you become quieter, they become more curious. As you become more still, they become more respectful. So I have a question for you. Which of these 6 habits do you find the most difficult to implement? Is it the silence? Is it the walking away? Comment below and tell me why. I'll be jumping in to respond to the most interesting cases. If you found value in this, do the silent, high-value thing. Hit the like button, subscribe to join our tribe of high performers, and turn on notifications. Your journey to becoming the most valuable person in the room starts with the habits nobody sees. Stay grounded, stay silent, stay powerful. I'll see you in the next one.